going on, Jerome's? So I love stupid controversy, right? And there was a moment last night that caught all Vikings fans off guard, where it was reported that Kevin O'Connell had been very definitive about his desire to bring Sammy Darnold back, the free agent quarterback set to make a boatload of money. And it does raise an eyebrow since the Vikings do have J.J. McCarthy sitting there just chilling, right? So it just laying the groundwork again. So Dave Burkett, who is a highly regarded sports writer in the Detroit market. Now, you were thinking, okay, yes, Lions writer, maybe he's just trolling, maybe he's just trying to jazz up his fan base. I don't know why I said jazz, but Burkett, he's a big J journalist, right? Like, he's not Dov Kleeman, he's not one of the aggregator accounts, he's not just making stuff up out of whole cloth, right? So that's why it did make you raise an eyebrow when he said this. Kevin O'Connell in his Coach of the Year news conference, our goal is to win a championship, and Sam Darnold is going to be a huge part of it. When we do, sure sounds like Vikings want to ride with Darnold next year. Now, a couple things. So after O'Connell, won his award, it's a very informal, press conference. Like, it's not anything structured. Also, there's a lot of things going on, so it's kind of a pig F, right? So there's the Hall of Fame inductees, all the award winners, various media traipsing in and out, right? So there's a couple things to this. Number one, Burkett is legit, right? Even though Lions writer, sure. Number two, this was not picked up by anyone else. So that made you just sort of look at it like this, a little bit of cause for pause, right? So it's not like a fake news account or someone just like making stuff up, but also it's interesting that something that juicy wasn't picked up by anyone else, even given the sort of off the cuff nature of the press conferences at the award ceremony, right? And like I said, Burkett's not someone who's just going to make something up just to make something up. But it's so funny because Seifert, who obviously knows Burkett, their peers, but got very snarky about it. And basically, after O'Connell's impromptu presser after the awards, he got on a conference call with the local media jackals, right? And Kevin O'Connell basically, he backed up his guy, but also he said, I don't necessarily think that was 100% accurate. All right, so he didn't deny that he said something to that effect, but he also didn't say that he also said that it wasn't 100% what he said. Kevin O'Connell taking the diplomatic route about things, shocker, not saying fake news or Dave Burkett's a liar, etc. But finally got to the bottom of this, and even though it was an informal presser, like, eventually some video did come out about it, and Kevin O'Connell was not talking about Sam Darnold, he was talking about Justin Jefferson. Which is great. So here's the real quote, which Burkett pulled from. Justin Jefferson is capable of accomplishing anything that he wants, and he's so competitive and his drive is championship worthy. That's what we want to go and try to do together, is bring Minnesota a championship, and he's going to be a huge part of it when we do it, and I feel very fortunate every day to be able to coach Justin Jefferson. It's been an absolute blast with him these last 3 years. So basically what happened with Burkett is that he just transposed Darnold and Jefferson, right? And the question was specifically about Jefferson, but like I said, backstage back there's a lot of things flying around, and Burkett just seemed to get things wrong, right? So he assumed that he was talking about Darnold when he was actually talking about Jefferson, and I don't know, like, it's an innocent mistake, but also if you're a big J journalist, you gotta take ownership of it, even though Burkett's like doubled and tripled down on it. Which is kind of funny. So again, odd situation because it's not a traditional media press conference. Also, Burkett is a big J journalist, and then also no one else backed him up, which is kind of funny. So basically, Kevin O'Connell did not come out and just triple down, hammer down that Darnold is going to be back over my dead body. But of course, you talk about Justin Jefferson, who's here long term. Kevin O'Connell's here long term, and that makes way more sense than talking about a pending free agent like that. So it's just really funny because Vikings Twitter got riled up, local beat writers even got riled up too, and it kind of sucks for Kevin O'Connell that was the number one question that he was asked by the local media jackals in his Coach of the Year presser. But I don't know, it's just really funny to me. But fake news debunked. That's great. I wonder if Burkett's going to walk it back, or if he's just like, whatever. Because I'm sure the Lions fans are eating it up. But It happens. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. Fake news debunked. Kevin O'Connell was not talking about Sam Darnold when he was talking about being here, winning a championship. He's talking about Justin Jefferson. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You guys are the best you know what to do. Skull production value.